talk to nobody.
Bruh, if a bearded man walked through this door right now, he's 6 foot and dark skin, chocolate of them all.
Chocolate.
You're gonna be quivering in your seat. And if Yanni sees somebody with a Bible and a blicky, oh, she's jumping out her seat for sure. No, a Bible and a blicky. If you seen a boy all hyper like, hi Yanni, you're gonna be like, if you don't, go ahead. Bro, when the last time you been to the doctor? When I was in middle school or high school, they said I was like 5'8". Now I know I grown a little inch.
If you give Victoria Monet scissor vibes,
you eat chicken tenders and fries.
Yeah.
No, bro.
Don't put
that.
You love chicken tenders and fries.
No, if you a 6 foot bearded guy and you dark skin,
yes.
hit up Jada.
Don't forget the
If you a thug playing with your Bible blicky, then go ahead and hit up Yanni. And the social media will be right here on the screen. Let's get it.
No.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Growing Painz podcast, where we talk all things business and the life of a young adult. Let's get it.
Yes, I'm Yanni.
I'm Travion.
Yeah, I'm Jada.
Because Trey never liked us to introduce ourselves.
You can say your name. I'm not like, oh, you need to go ahead and say your name. Just go. Let it flow naturally.
Okay, Jada has a question for us.
Oh, yeah. So it's cuffing season, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, do y'all partake in cuffing season? Zell, you too.
All right,
or have y'all ever
you gotta interact with this.
Partook in
Partook?
Do y'all participate in cuffing season, or have y'all ever, like, you know how people get a boo just for the holiday season?
Yeah.
Have y'all ever done that before?
Not specifically for that. I've had broken up with somebody for a holiday.
Because it was summer.
For a holiday.
Because it was Christmas.
Yeah, for a holiday.
You broke up with somebody because it was Christmas?
Yeah, because we weren't really feeling each other at the time. So it was like, I'm not buying you nothing.
That's crazy. You should have got that girl something.
I did multiple times.
Oh, okay.
And then she let her friends try to play me.
Okay.
It was that person I had told you about last week.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
How'd she let her friends play you?
Because we were in middle school. They were like, oh, he got you some Pumas. It's like, your man didn't get you nothing.
Oh, they were trying to clown you?
No, they were trying to clown the gift.
Oh.
You can't clown me.
Yeah, well, clown you for getting a gift.
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's crazy.
What about you?
Have I ever participated in cuffing season? When I was younger, I used to say like, but like I never did it for real, like for that. But I used to like play around as if I was.
Yeah.
You said my boo. What about you, Jada? No, you don't skip past yourself. Go ahead.
I don't think like never intentionally, but I think I do. I have gotten in relationships typically around that time.
Bruh, Jada be telling us all her experiences. She got an experience for every thing. Like, oh, I remember when I was with this person and this happened. Not like that, but you've lived more than us. As well as Zell, he's definitely lived way longer.
But not
way longer.
That is funny.
What about you, Zell?
Man, honestly, I'm the type of guy that be in a relationship for a minute. So
Yeah.
I date somebody for like a year or two, and
Zell said, "Don't play with him."
Don't play with me. Yeah, but I be chilling.
Big
I
relationship.
feel that. Like I would do that too. Like get in relationships for a minute.
Yeah, same. The relationships that I've been in, it lasted like a year.
Yeah.
The longest one was like 2 years.
Yeah. I never just got in something for holiday season and then broke up right after that.
Yeah.
It is nice though. Y'all should try it.
No.
A cuffing season relationship?
Yeah, you could get some content. That could be some content for your vlog. That could be some content, y'all.
If you did
I told my crush,
content,
let's go on a date. Let's go ice skating.
No.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's type of content.
You should do
You
relationship content.
should. She
When
should
I
do that.
get my man, my husband.
Get a cuffing season, man.
Get a cuffing season, man.
I'm playing.
I'm not playing. I'm like, you can really make some shake off that.
But I feel like those type of relationships be messy. Like they end up being, because now everybody's in there, even though they're doing it for content, but I don't.
Only if you allow it. That's what I feel.
I don't know, bruh.
Everybody's stuff don't be messy. Not the people
Right.
that be married. So just get married for cuffing season.
That's actually a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, start now.
No.
You got until the 25th of December.
No, she have until Thanksgiving. So you have about 2 weeks to find.
Oh, I'm gonna miss some more of this.
Vamos, mis amores. This is the fastest cuffing season person I know. She do not play.
Bruh, go ahead.
Y'all are funny.
So,
Yeah.
what's your experience with dating?
Mm.
She's like, the good or the bad?
I didn't start dating until I was 16
16?
or 15, maybe. Or no, I didn't have my first kiss till I was 16. I didn't start
Ooh.
dating.
You talking about first kiss? Let's talk about that.
Trey had his first kiss when he was 8.
3.
Yeah.
No,
3 years
like-
old.
I think it was like 6.
Never have I ever.
Real quick. If you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Tap in.
Tap in, twin. Take a 5-second break and go subscribe.
Exactly. We got so much on our channel, y'all. We got vlogs, we got challenges, we got silent library, we got everything. So what are you doing? Like,
What are you
Go
doing?
subscribe right
What
now.
are you doing?
Go stand on
subscribe.
business. Go stand on business.
Stand on
Exactly.
with it,
Let's get back into
yeah.
the episode.
What about you, Yanni?
What?
What we just asked?
My first kiss?
Yeah.
I was young. It was when I was in daycare.
Mm.
But I was
She do
in
not play. She gets down.
But I was in daycare like for most of my elementary school years.
Oh.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Is that-
But it wasn't no like.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing like that.
Go ahead.
Y'all funny.
Welcome to Growing Topics, where we talk about hot topics in today's society. Jada got a topic.
Yeah, y'all. So,
How you come on the scene laughing?
no, because I just finished yawning. But, Omarion recently, it'll be like a few weeks at this point, but Omarion re-released Supposed to Be, his hit from like 10
Supposed to
years
Be.
ago.
That was a hit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be.
Wet.
What she say? You gotta eat this.
She had every girl screaming, talking about they booty need to get ate like groceries. That was
Like,
insane.
That was crazy.
And at that time, we were in middle school. Y'all were in, like, in what?
Don't do that.
But yeah, so that's the story.
So basically, he re-released the song 10 years later, and people was just like, bruh, like,
Yeah,
you low
even
on money?
the fast version.
Yeah.
Oh, the sped up version. Because that's what's trending now. The sped up version.
Yeah, but it's like we already did that on TikTok.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Over here trying to.
I don't see no problem with it, because if you're gonna speed up my song, why would I not put it on a platform for you to go stream? You're not about to just keep streaming my music on TikTok.
You should have did it first.
I think that it's cool. Like, I seen Summer Walker do it. I know you don't mess with her, but I seen like Summer Walker do the sped up version of her
Years
songs.
later?
Yes.
What
Yes.
song?
She did Karma, and Karma was off her first EP before all of her success with her album Over It and all of that stuff. So that was years later. And Mariah Carey is still singing I don't want a lot
That's
for
different.
Christmas.
Yeah, that's different.
She's
Bruh, that's
not
not-
re-releasing the
She-
same song every year. It just naturally takes off on its own.
Exactly.
So it's
every
different
year.
because she's not re-releasing it, but she can come out every December and defrost and start singing.
It's time.
Not the screen. But nah, I don't see no problem with it. Making money.
I guess once you say it like that, it makes sense.
Mhm.
It's like if everyone's streaming this sped up version, it makes sense for him to try and profit off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just funny how people were clowning him in the
I know.
comments.
That's what I seen. Like, why are you clowning this man? Because
And
he.
then somebody, I don't know if y'all saw, but somebody subtweeted it, and then he ended up blocking them.
Oh yeah. They said I forgot exactly what they said, but they said something and he blocked it.
About bills.
Oh, they said the bills must be have to be paid. Yeah. That was hilarious.
Maria's gonna block us.
I know.
Hopefully you don't.
No, for real, we love you. But I mean, I get it though, because that's like, as a, like, say from a designer point of view, if you have a design that, like, say 10 years from now, a dress I made at this time,
that wedding dress,
like it starts to go viral. Like out of nowhere, people start reposting the pictures and stuff a lot, or my jeans or something come back again 10 years ago. It would make sense for me to re-release the jeans because it was something that even though it was something I did 10 years ago. So you saying it from that perspective made me think of it in a different way.
Yeah, and I agree with that. But the thing is, like, the sped up version its second time going viral. Like, it happened during Musical.ly time. It's like, now you want to do it?
So
bruh, I don't think it mattered.
Huh?
You think he missed his time?
Yeah.
Bruh, I don't think it mattered because this is a business, and especially if he owns the right to the songs, why not? Because if he didn't own the right to the songs, the label would have did it anyway.
So is he able to go back and get the money made off of those sped up versions?
Yeah, that's why he's re-releasing it as a sped up version.
No, you're talking about for the other people that did it, right? Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
because if that's the case, it makes sense.
Well, now that it's under his name on TikTok, it'll show as like, oh, this is owned by Omarion sped up version. Like it'll say that now on the versions that were already on TikTok, if that makes sense. Yeah.
So that may be able to, because those count as streams. So from a business point of view, if he can get streams or make money off of what's already been posted before he releases his version, then that makes sense.
Yeah, like.
But if not, and it's not even popular anymore right now.
Now that would be written.
It's like, Sarah,
it's like the bills are due. He gets down. He don't play.
But the funny thing is, I haven't even seen the sped up version on my For You page.
I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't.
I just saw it on TikTok. I'm like, why is he speeding up?
Right.
Don't block us so much. It's like a Marianne.
We're gonna start doing videos like Jason Derulo dancing to the sped up version.
Bro, I'm crying.
What's that one video Jason Derulo got with the bunny shirt?
I'll be like,
I'm like,
I don't know if I've seen that.
Jenna, go ahead, bro. Because while I'm picturing that shook in my head. Yo, I'm crying.
Like, it's a whole day. It's like, you want to fight? I want to stop. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
All I see is a pig bunny on the shirt.
Bro, y'all are goofy.
Oh, bro.
Oh, my God.
Oh, bro.
Oh, Marianne is about to make videos. Supposed to be. He said, I'm about to get these streams.
Bro, let's end it right there, because that took me out, bro. When she did this picture in the bunny.
Bro, have you seen the young BBQ version? Oh my God.
That's the one I was thinking of when you start doing it, bro. I was thinking of the mohawk that she had. Oh, bro. Oh, God, bro.
Oh my God, my stomach.
Yo, let's end it right there.
Can we watch that video after this?
Yes, we gotta watch that, bro. So that was growing topics. Now let's get back into the episode. Oh, snap. Let's get into it.
We're gonna ask each other. Well, we're gonna ask Trey. Trey's gonna ask
Trey and
us.
Zell.
Yes, Trey and Zell. We
I
were
got you.
doing questions guys are afraid to ask girls, and question girls are afraid to ask guys.
I found mine on Google.
I found mine on TikTok.
There's some really good ones.
I found like one or two on Google, then I came up with some.
Something.
Let me start.
Yeah.
And then, Zoe, if you come up with some,
I got you.
just
Ask
ask these
us.
two ladies right here.
And we will be
I got you.
Y'all gotta be
100.
honest.
We're gonna keep
All
it
right,
100.
this is the first one. Because this is where I feel like things get tricky in a relationship,
tricky.
whether it's platonic or romantic. Would you cut off all your guy friends once you get into a relationship?
Good,
That's a
good
good
question.
question.
Good question.
I feel like if it's a guy friend where we have no type of substance, like we're just friends, like we don't have no business together, we're not, and it's the friendship where we're going out to eat and stuff like that. Even though I don't have those, but if I did, I would cut that off. But most of the guy friends I have in my life, like I work with them, so it's like I can't just cut them off. Not only that, but there's some for guy friends where it's like an actual brother sister bond, and even those friends, it's not like we'll be on the phone all day. But like on the flip side, if a guy has a girlfriend and they be on the phone all day texting, like that's like.
So you saying your guy can't have no girlfriends?
I'm not saying that at all.
No, I'm asking.
No, that's not what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is if a guy has a girlfriend, and there's some guy and girlfriends where it's like you're doing too much.
It's like y'all done did something before.
Exactly. Like if you're trying to ditch me to go out with them, just to go out to eat. Or like little stuff like that, like I start to become the lesser under the girl. Like that's too much, and I feel like that should be cutting off.
I feel like it's a respect thing. If anything, I believe that y'all start to all build friendships. Like it can be a thing of like, oh, this is my friend, but y'all don't talk. Like y'all gotta talk to each other. You feel me? Because then now it's like, what is it? What is the reason that y'all can't have a conversation together? Like why? Can we all be friends? And like, eventually if this friend that I have is single and then they get into a relationship, now we're all like
and exactly
double dating and stuff like that.
And that's what comes like if my brother, if like I have an actual brother. So my brother and I get in a relationship, we're all gonna hang out as one. And that's how it is with my guy friends. Like it's like a brother sister bond. So if we're all hanging out together, it's just like we're all cool,
No, for sure.
No, I agree with both of y'all. I think I would cut off any friends that I know even likes me a little bit.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's real.
Or distance myself from them heavy.
If they like you a little bit.
Yeah,
but what if they don't act on it and it's just like they find you attractive? Like
finding someone attractive and liking them is different.
But what if they like you and don't act on it? But they just want to be friends, but they have feelings for you.
If I know in the back of their head that they like me, then I would probably just distance myself a lot. Because if you're in a relationship with someone and then you have a friend that likes you, in the back of their head, they're plotting and scheming.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's true. Because if you do it's true. Because if you do like somebody and they telling you about this person that like when, if y'all friends, of course you're gonna share different things. And so if this girl that I'm interested in is telling me about all the things her guy is doing wrong, I'm waiting for the opportunity for when she's done with him. And then now it's like, all right, now it's my turn. You feel me? So I do understand that. But
yeah. But I feel like the guys that are like my brothers, like you said, I have my guy friends that I've grown up with. Yeah. That I've been friends with for years and years and years. They're not going nowhere. And I talk to them on the phone all the time. Or like we have our seasons. So we'll like have our seasons where like I like one of my friends, Alex, we just for like a few weeks we spent like every other day talking on the phone for a minute. But it's like that's my brother.
Nah, for sure.
His kids, they're my nephews.
Yeah.
Like so it's like how are you? Like we just gonna talk for the next couple of days, seeing how each other is for real. But yeah.
So is it like a thing of like y'all can't talk after a certain time? Is that a thing?
I've never had that boundary.
Of, this is my brother. He's not my actual biological brother, but we've built a rapport with each other. But now that I'm in a relationship, now we got to pull back. You can't call me any time of the night or any certain time of the morning.
I never had that before, but I respect that. Like, if my man was like, I understand y'all are friends and stuff, but like, texting like late at night, like that's not cool. Then I would respect that because I'm going to respect his feelings. If I feel some type of way about him and a girl and I told him, I would want him to respect what I'm telling him.
You wouldn't feel no type of way if he was talking to like his friend that's a girl like late at night? Like they just...
Like what are they talking about though? Because it depends. Like if they are talking about like business...
What if it's not business? What if it's like y'all got kids now, stuff like that? They laughing and a kiki and all weird. In the room, and you in the next room like, what is going on in there? Like, you feel me?
I mean, what if they just a kiki because stuff is funny?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
they made a joke and it's funny.
But it's like, why are y'all talking? Like, why y'all couldn't have this conversation during the day?
Maybe they work during the day. And he tending to you and the family.
I don't like talking in black and white because I feel like there always is some type of like, what if this, what if that, what if this?
Hypothetical.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but from what I'm thinking right now, if like they're just, he kicking his feet up, just talking on the floor.
It's like trying to picture.
It's crazy.
It's
I'm
crazy.
just sitting there, like, that's weird.
Like, why are y'all on the phone falling asleep?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, like that's crossing boundaries. I think for me, I'm thinking from the point of view of I work most of the day, so with my guy friends, I prefer to talk to them later in like at night, just because it's easier to get distracted if I'm like I'm trying to have a conversation while working at the same time. So I don't really be wanting to talk to my guy friends like that during the day. Like one of my friends, guy friends called me this morning. And it was just like, okay, we gotta hurry up and end this call because I'm like, I got stuff to do. So
and that's fair.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same for me. That's why I'm like, it's like hypothetical, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get that too.
Yeah.
What's the next question y'all got?
I got a question.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Let's get it. But that's a good perspective though. You definitely gotta be respectful of like your partner and stuff and what they respect.
Correct.
Okay, so my question is, do guys feel comfortable with girls making the first move?
What you say, Zoe?
I said absolutely.
I don't know.
Like if a girl were to approach you and be like, yo, like
It depends.
Okay.
I feel as though it can't be too over, like you're jumping. You feel me?
So
but
give
like
an example on that.
prime example, that one time, that person that I had to like distance myself from, where I just wanted it to be a friendship, and
What's that person name again?
I just wanted to be a friendship, and you're trying to get me caught up, bruh. I just wanted to be a friendship, but they were looking at it as if they wanted more, and then I noticed it would be little things like I'm working with y'all or doing stuff for my business, and they're catching the attitude and saying my full name. It's like, I'm not your man.
But what if it's a girl that you actually like? And I want to
that's
hear
what
why
I'm saying.
you said Zell.
That's why I said why I agree with Zoe in that case where he said absolutely, because if it's like a calm, subtle way, cool. Like if I'm interested in you and you show that you're interested in me, let's act on it. You feel me? But
So
just
what if
not
you-
in that aspect of what I was
So
saying.
what if you are interested in her, you think she's attractive and stuff like that, but she is like the girl you said? Would you still be interested or no?
I don't know. I never had that situation happen before. What would you say, Zoe?
I mean, it just depends on the situation. Like if, well, I would say it. The reason that I say absolutely is simply because like it just prevents people from wasting time. Like,
Right.
if I know she's interested in me and she approaches me in that way, then it helps me like know that I can pursue the relationship. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Because what were you gonna say?
Yeah, so if a girl comes up to me, then I know she's interested. Whereas if I go up to her, it might be like, you know, does she like me? Does she not like me? Does she want to really hang? So, you know,
Okay.
that's kind of
But girls deal with that too.
Nah,
What you
it
mean?
Like
reminds
if we
me.
go up to a guy, it's like, does he like me? Does he not?
Nah, I feel like it's easier because girls, they get a bunch of DMs from guys. They get a bunch of like people coming their way, all
Guys
of that.
do too.
Guys do too. That's what I'm saying. But a girl is gonna, bruh, okay, we're not gonna take it there, but what was just sent in your
You
Discord?
about to say, oh,
What was sent in your Discord?
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that gets sent in a girl DM. A girl is not just randomly, unless she's like a treesh.
Right.
Nobody's just randomly showing off they
a treesh?
goodies.
Mhm.
Yes, a treesh.
And y'all, what he's talking what he's talking about, we said say in my Discord. I have a Discord chat for my Christian community, and a troll sent a very explicit image and was spamming it. So that's what he's talking about.
Crazy.
So what was your point with that though?
My point is that girls get a bunch of guys thrown their way, and so they get to pick out like, oh, this is, you feel me? Like this is the person I want. Who's standing out? Because for the most part, all guys are saying the same exact thing. They send heart eyes. They send eye emojis. The one guy DM me talking about back away from my girl. I'm like,
Yeah, that was crazy.
he did me about you. I'm like, why are you in my story? Watch what I'm doing.
Yeah, somebody DM Trey talking about some. What did he say?
He said, stay away from my wife, Igga. And I was like, bro, go ahead, bro.
I have never talked to this guy ever in a day in my life. I don't
And
know.
then he got all his bros in the on his profile picture. But nah, so that's what I mean. So I don't know if you remember the previous episode where we were talking about when you were saying, y'all were both saying like, oh, I'm not going up to a guy, like he got to come to me and different things like that. It's like, I would respect a girl, you know, being brave enough to come up to you and show that she interested. She don't got to be thirsty, but just like show some type of interest. Like you said, you'll tell the person you like their shoes. Anybody can say, I could say I like Jada's shoes, your shoes. Like you gotta be a little more direct. Like you aiming for the target, but you're not hitting it.
Okay, so it depends. To answer.
It depends, and I feel like all of this stuff is hypothetical.
It is,
but it's just our perspective.
Hey y'all, what's up? I know you're enjoying the episode, but real quick, we wanted to take a second to talk to y'all.
Hey, pull out your phones right now and text the word GPCREW to the number down below. Let's get it.
Go do that right now. You're going to get updates about new drops, events, and so much more.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let me get back behind the camera. Let's get it.
Okay, so my question is, do y'all think that guys, and it's going to apply to women too, but how much do you think a person should have together before dating? A person. What do you mean? Like, so how some guys may feel like, oh, I have to get certain things together. Even women, like, oh, I have to get certain things together before dating or getting in a relationship. Especially like, and I feel like in your 20s is different from dating in your teens, because somebody you date in your 20s could be your husband or your wife. So how much do guys need to have together? Oh, and one more thing I want to say.
How much do girls? Because you're asking.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, no, how much? Because I think men,
she said it like both perspectives. Right?
I feel like, well, I was asking, I say both, like men and women, because I think men put that pressure on themselves a lot. Like, oh, I got to have this and this and this together before I may approach this woman. But also a guy may be looking at it from the point of view of, well, I want a woman to have this, this, and this together before I start dating her. But I've been seeing posts, like the other day I just saw a post of this girl and this guy. They're like a rich couple now, but they was like sleeping on the floor together. Like she was, she was there from the jump. So he didn't have much together then when they was sleeping on the floor. But then now sometimes it could be like, well, I want a person to have this, or like have some stability and all of that before we get in a relationship. Good. So it's like, what do y'all think? Like, how much should a man and a woman like have together before getting in a relationship? This could be.
Zell, can you go first? I feel like it'll be more insightful with you.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it just depends on like y'all current situation. I mean, I think that sometimes people are better together. Like they can split bills, they can, like figure out a plan to get out of debt. So it really just depends on the situation. But I do believe that the male and female need to have a job. Like they need to have some type of income coming in.
Yeah.
And some type of motion, as I like to say. Just some type of, I want to be great, I want to get better every day. If you do that, I think you'll be fine.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because like I said, man, a lot of people, a lot of people live together because it's convenient. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Like,
you said because convenience?
It's convenience. Okay. Like they can split the bills, save money. That's the reason a lot of people don't get divorced.
Right.
Or like get different homes just because they can, it's cheaper. So
nah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely that person that I feel like I deal with that. As far as like feeling like, oh, I need to have all of these things, and to be more specific, like, oh, I need to get in shape, or I need to have my finances right and have my career going before I get into a relationship. And in one video that I had seen of myself with Dave, somebody was commenting, they were like, why don't you start where you are? And when I had this conversation with a friend, they were saying like, just start from where you are. But I do feel as though I have had that void of like, oh, I can't really date or focus on anybody until I reach the goals where I'm at. And not from a place of being insecure or anything, because I have women around me like you, Jada and Yanni. I have y'all around me where like y'all both are doing great things, and I don't feel insecure about what y'all doing. Like if anything, I'm motivated. Yeah. And so it's kind of a thing of, I just know what I want for myself. And I feel like as a man, it depends. Like you could be two ways. You could be the one that just, you dive in anything that you see that's walking. You feel me? Or you could be that person where it's like, oh, I want to get my stuff together before I pour into another person, because I don't want to come from a place of I don't have my stuff together and I don't feel as though I'm adding value to this relationship. So yeah, that's been my perspective.
You just actually gave me a thought, and Zell, add on to this when I say, okay, well, when I get the point out. So I think maybe it depends on what stage you are in life.
Yeah, correct.
If you 35 and still don't have your life together, then no, you don't need to be starting from the ground up with nobody. It should not be somebody. You shouldn't. At 35, you shouldn't be expecting a woman to sleep on the floor with you. But
like you're saying in your mom's crib.
Yeah, but it's like if you're like in your early 20s still building, I feel like starting from the ground up with someone is okay. I feel like not having it all together is okay. And so that's the thought that just came to my head. Is it really depends on like where you are in life.
I agree, because there be some girls around our age, like 20s, even younger, like in the teens, they'd be like, my man gotta be 6 foot, he gotta have a Bentley, he gotta make 6 figures, he gotta be traveling the world. And it's like, we're young.
Now, we know the 6 foot is on Jada's list. We already know that.
But like 6 is still pretty short. 6'2", 6'3", 6'4".
Not 6'4".
No, we're short kings over here.
You know what I'm saying?
As far as the accomplishments,
Let me stop.
like,
No, you're dead serious.
like, let me stop, but I'm serious.
She's like, I just don't want to get canceled.
5'11", y'all cool too.
So Trey too young.
He's
too
too
small.
short. He's
I'm
not
at
even
least
5'11".
5'10".
Trey is 5'9".
We can't control that.
Trey is 5'8" and a half.
Wait,
Bro,
so
I'm
how
at
tall
least
are you?
5'10".
5'8".
Oh.
You're 5'8", Zell?
5'7" and a half. 5'7".
Bro, when the last time you been to the doctor? Because when I was in middle school or high school, they said I was like 5'8". And I know I grown a little inch. I grown a little inch.
Trey, you had your growth spurt at 13 and never looked back.
Bro, relax. No, I had my growth spurt at like 14. I was a late bloomer.
Can I finish my point?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I feel like a lot of people our age be feeling like, oh, my significant other, mostly it be girls that be saying this. My man gotta have this, make this. And it's just like, we're young, like we're still young, you know? And it be the same, that same dude you looking over because he don't make 6 figures, it's gonna be the same dude in his 30s that makes 6 figures married, but now you still looking for somebody. And so I feel like we have to have grace with people. Now, not saying be a bum and like don't do nothing, but I feel like as long as you have a vision, you're working towards something, like you have a vision towards something, then I feel like, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Because I'm about to say that kind of goes to what Zell said about, okay, you have a job, like you have a way of making money and you're trying to be better every day. And then, especially if our values align, then I feel like, okay, that's something to work with. But if you're not a millionaire and you're 24, 25, 26, that's okay.
Nah, for sure. But I do believe, I don't know, I feel like as a guy, you just want certain things in order. Like even one of my, even somebody asked me, they were like, oh, do you be getting cheeks and stuff? And I was like, I'm not even worried about sex. To be honest, I'm worried about like my own self right now. I'm in my own like zone. Even when, a prime example, when we went to InvestFest and you said that one girl was like looking at me and I didn't even pay attention to that. Like I'm not focused on any of that right now for real.
But, okay, so if y'all waited until, or for guys, if y'all wait until y'all have like more success, are you still going to be able to trust the girl that you're dating? Because what if she doesn't like Zell, you can trust Kai. Like Zell, you can trust Kai because she was with you from the beginning,
and you could tell it's genuine.
Exactly. You know she wants you for you. But imagine like if she would have came later and you would have built like a successful life for yourself, And it's just like, especially y'all already knew each other since middle school. So say she decided to pop back up after you became successful. Then it's like, oh, well, why you pop up now? You know?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Nah, I feel like I definitely saw some family members heard of some family members where they told me like, oh, this person, I wasn't really feeling him because he was a nerd in school. And now he's like successful. And so it's like, you missed out on your opportunity. You feel me? Beloved, yes.
Okay, y'all want to get to the next question?
Yeah.
So it's Trey's turn.
I'm not well, you just went. It's my turn.
You went before me.
Yeah, I went. Then Trey went. Then you went. It's my turn.
No,
I
Trey
could've sworn
went,
she just
then
went.
you
Let me
went.
ask a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask a question. All right. So do you guys believe in? All right. So do you guys believe in like splitting the bill, or do you believe that the man should be the provider of everything?
Oh, I'm so happy you asked that because I
I
did
had
want to
to.
talk about that.
All right, let's get it.
I didn't want to answer first though. But
Wait, can you repeat the question?
Yeah. So do you believe that the man should like pay for everything, or do you believe that the relationship should be like a 50-50 split? Whether that's like you going to a restaurant or, you know, you going on vacation. Like, how do you feel about that?
I'm thinking.
You're like, let me make sure I don't get screen recorded in the future.
I feel like you go, Trey.
okay, I'll say my answer if you don't have an answer.
I have an answer. Personally for me, I feel as though when I am in a relationship, I do want to court my lady. And so
Okay, your lady.
I don't necessarily
Fair
want to
lady.
like, bro, y'all are so childish, bro. I don't necessarily want to, you know, oh, do you want to pay for the bill? Like, do you want to split this? Like, no, let me just take care of it.
That's
You keep your thing, and then, but you're not gonna be that person that's like using me. And that goes back to what you said of like, once you build something and, you know, it may be a person that come around and they may be just in it for what you got. But yeah, I do want to be that person that like takes care of the person that I'm with.
I feel like 80-20 is cool.
Yeah.
Like
80-20?
yeah, like my man, he's gonna want to like do it, but I step in sometimes. I'll be like, you know what, babe, I'll pay, or I'll take care of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put, cause you know it's both of us in a relationship, so I don't. And that's just the type of person I am. Like I like doing for people, so I feel like
Yeah, like I like doing
most
for
of it,
people.
but I'll help here and there.
So, for me, I feel like my answer is a little different.
It's like,
So
You're like 100.
No. So I've been in a long relationship where I lived with the person for a while.
Who was it?
okay.
Oh, I didn't think you were gonna say it. She caught me off guard.
No, I can take that out.
She's like, I'll say it. I'm not scared.
I'm not. That's not
Instagram.
Okay.
No, no,
That's I was with for a long time. But yeah, like we paid. Okay, so when it came to money, if we could do 50-50, we would do 50-50. But if it was a month that I was low on money and he had the money, then I would give a couple $100. He would pay most of it. Or vice versa. If stuff was low for him, I would pay most of it. He would pay what he could. It's just like we worked as like partners. So it's just like if you don't got it, but I got it, then we got it. And so it's like we're working together. It was never, but I do know his focus was always, he felt like I want to get to a point to where you don't have to pay for nothing. So it's like, oh, you're making money from your business. Like it would be moments where I'm making more money than him, but he's still like, well, I don't want you to pay nothing right now. Like I want you to keep your money for your business. So even though at that moment I had more money than him, he would take like his last bit of money to pay the bills. So it's like, it just really depends. Like
I feel like and I feel like that's in the building stage, and that's fair. But maybe later on, once we are more established, I would prefer.
Well, yeah, and I'm thinking about relationships from like right now. Like I know I'm still like building. So if I meet a person that is still building, then I am okay with that setup. But I do like being taken care of. Like you know, I like being treated.
That's
so
fair.
I believe it's based on the person that you attract or the person that you aspire to be with. For example, it shouldn't be just everywhere to the point where it's like I'm taking care of everything and you just don't do anything. I feel like that's a very old school way of thinking. Like, I want you to personally have your own, to like do what you want. And it be a thing of like, for example, what if we change career fields and now, you know, it may be a little different. Things may be a little different. Now it's like, all right, we can both lean on each other in this moment. And yeah, just going from there, but not being a thing of where it's like you just sit back and like just isn't like you don't have the drive to do anything.
I'm about to say, don't say you sit back and do nothing, because
no,
if you're with a girl,
you didn't let me finish.
Exactly, she would be taking care of the house.
You didn't let me finish.
The kids.
You was about to say do nothing,
doing stuff like
you didn't let me
you're
finish.
Just taking care of the.
So it's like if she's
you was about to go on a tangent for no reason. Because no. Let me finish though. Because
basically saying that
you gotta take care of the kids, have a job. You have to do.
That's not what I'm saying. Now y'all trying to switch the narrative.
You don't want to take care of everything.
That's not what I'm saying.
If you want,
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you should have some drive to do something for yourself. Like, you know, what is something that you're passionate about? What's a purpose that you want to live in? And I'm not saying that you don't do anything, because that's the one thing that I know for sure in relationships that I don't necessarily agree with. When a man is like, oh, my wife need to cook, she need to do this, like basically treating her like she's a damn slave. Like she's not a slave, you feel me? Or she's not Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks. Like, come on, you feel me? Like, show some respect to your lady, and not necessarily from a thing of like she does nothing, because you have to appreciate when you're saying she does nothing, you're disregarding all of the moments of what she does do. She may take care of the bills. You may bring in the money, but she may pay the bills from your account. You may, you may have like dump these kids in her, but she watches them kids. She makes sure that they get to school on time. They're fed, they're clothed and bathed and different things like that. And so what is going on? Yeah, so like I'm not disregarding that. And that's one thing that I don't agree with in relationships. Like seeing little things where like a man he comes home and he just throw his clothes on the floor. Like, you're a grown man. You should be able to clean up after yourself. You feel me? Yeah. And it shouldn't be just like, oh, pick this up, or have like company comes over and you say like, oh, my wife will clean the dishes. No, if they clean the dishes, let them clean it. You feel me? It's just a respecting and also knowing the person that you attract.
Real.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my perspective. Sure. My next question would be, let's get it. So y'all already talked about how y'all wouldn't mind. Well, I don't know. You said you would mind somebody, your man, being in like a relationship. I mean, having a friendship with other girls. Because you ain't really speak on it.
Oh, well, you said we cut off our guy friends.
Mm-hmm. And
so I had said I wouldn't cut off my guy friends.
Yeah, but would you be cool with your man, like having girlfriends?
Yeah, if I know who they are, have a relationship with them, then yeah, I think it's cool.
Got you. Hold up, I'm reading the question. What's this name? Okay, this is a good question. So, what's the standard to bring a guy home to meet your family?
I like that.
Because I don't believe you should bring everybody home.
I agree.
Because some people, you just collecting data like Jada
I'm in
and Beyonce.
That's a good question, because I have a relationship with my family where like if I'm talking to somebody I'm interested in, I'll just tell them, because I got a best friend bond with my family. But like in the perspective of bringing them to like Thanksgiving dinner and stuff like that, then I feel like I would just have to know like he's the one, and not me in that collecting data stage. I'm out that like I'm talking this person that I'm bringing to the dinners and stuff is somebody I've been with, I've experienced stuff with. You know what I'm saying? We have the bond. I know their character.
So it'll more than likely be somebody you're married to. Like that's basically
not necessarily.
You're talking about before marriage too?
Yeah, like like if I'm talking to somebody, I date with the intention of marriage. But if I'm dating somebody and like we're talking about our futures together and stuff, and there's like a dinner, like I would bring them.
That's it. What about you?
My parents meet everybody I get in a relationship
with.
I've only been in 3 relationships. I've only been in 3 relationships, bro.
She's like, relax.
So 2 relationships in high school and then 1 relationship as an adult. But of course, I've had like situationships or talking to people for a minute, stuff like that. But it's not special if I tell my parents about a guy because I tell my mom everything.
Yeah,
if
same.
a guy try and talk to me at the gas station, I'm like,
Same.
Mama, this guy was
Same.
Like that one
talking about,
old
can I
man?
get your number? Talking about you can't have friends. And I was like, no.
Same.
Like, so I tell my mom about everything. So it's not really special if I tell my people about you because I just like to talk. So, but the people that meet my parents are typically like boyfriends and
Like long committed boyfriends, or is it like
I don't know, because with my last relationship it was kind of different. We had already been friends since we were like 14, so our families already knew each other. Our families grew up together.
Wait, they y'all lived in Houston together?
Yeah.
And then y'all moved out here together?
No, we did not move out here together.
Okay.
I moved out here, then a couple of my friends from Houston moved out here like within a few years after me.
Okay.
And so he was one of the friends that moved out here as well. But me and his families grew up together, so they already knew each other. I already knew some of his family. And so it was just like, it wasn't like necessarily an introduction.
Yeah, it was
thing.
like, oh,
Yeah,
this is
so
somebody from my childhood.
exactly. So
That's different.
I really only have like high school boyfriends to pull from, and with that, I would only introduce people to my parents because it's like they're taking me to a date on a dance.
Yeah.
That was literally like my homecoming date before we started dating. Introduced them to my parents. My prom date. I don't know. I don't know why I introduced him to my parents. I guess I don't know. But yeah, he ended up being my boyfriend. So I really don't have much to pull from as far as like introducing guys to my
Gotcha.
parents.
Bet. What's the next question?
It's my turn. Right?
Yeah, like
Oh, my bad. My bad.
don't do Yanni like that.
I do got one good last question, but
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So you'll do the last round then.
Yeah.
All right. So do guys have burner pages?
Yeah. I feel like
Do y'all use y'all burner pages to stalk girls y'all like? Not stalk, but look
Not
at
stalk.
girls. Not stalk, but look at girls.
no, because
like
I'm gonna just
stories
look
and
from my regular page. I'm not doing all that.
Okay, so what's the burner
Maybe
page
if it's
for?
like, if it's my actual girl, but then that's toxic.
Yeah.
If it's your actual girl and like she's hiding her stories or something, or y'all both hiding each other's stories, and like, or because this is another thing, because sometimes your girl may not post on her page, but her friends, their stories is lit. You know, they got everything on there. She's showing her your friends outside in the car, talking about, let's go.
Like,
You feel me? So that in the case, I probably would use the burner account to look at her friend's page because like, what y'all doing? Like, you quiet, you too quiet. So yeah, that's what I would use a burner page
Joe?
for.
Nah, man, I just believe that what happens in the dark comes to the light. So
you don't have a burner page?
Nah, I ain't doing all that. Like,
But then also I'm 20. He's
yeah,
27.
Yeah, I'm
So it's like
He's
different.
26.
I'm
Don't give
26.
him
Yeah,
that
he's
extra
still
year.
young.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
true.
26,
He is
yeah.
still young. So.
He said, "Don't do me."
like he's
Wait.
40 or so.
So you're 25.
Yes.
Oh, I got the
Notice.
ages mixed up. My bad.
right there, not now.
I got the ages. No, because I thought you were,
was 26?
and I thought he was 27.
Nah, I'm 26.
Anyways, go ahead. But no, I don't necessarily. I feel like that's where toxicity comes in when y'all are using burner pages and all this other stuff. Also like checking through phones and stuff like Zoe said.
that's
I'm not
do
checking
all
your
that.
phone.
Don't do it.
I'm sorry. I'm not going through that.
I do not want to see.
Yeah, I'm not. I feel like when you looking for something, you're gonna find it. You start typing in your name, you gonna see, oh, his thing's small.
What?
You gonna be mad, man.
You're gonna be mad, or you're gonna be like, oh, that night wasn't hidden. You're gonna be like, girl,
Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
girl, he took me to Applebee's tonight.
Not the cheesecake factory, no.
Oh,
Like,
Yo,
literally, bruh. When I went through a boyfriend's phone in high school,
you ain't eat for a year.
bruh, my feelings was so hurt.
That is
Oh
the
my
worst.
gosh. He was planning to go have sex with this girl. He had just took my virginity.
Oh, he was tripping.
And my feelings was so hurt. And she was like, aren't you with old girl? And I look so hurt.
Oh, dang.
You
That's
broke up with him?
wild.
Of course. What?
Oh, wow. So say you did it?
Nah,
He said, good thing
lie.
I don't have a girl on the way because I would have brought out the blicky.
You're not going nowhere.
I think I talked to him about it. I don't even know what he said, but we did eventually break up. I had broke up with him later.
You had to learn to love yourself.
Nah, I was like, he going off to college and he about to be a football player, and I was still in high school, and I was like, all the girls going to talk to him.
Not taking it easy.
And I was like, let me break up with him, because if he's struggling with faithfulness in a certain city,
I'm still stuck on it. He said, of course, you didn't?
Bruh, that's wild. You got a question?
yeah.
I bet.
I want to know, how do guys really be? I saw a post on this, but like, how do guys really be when they like a girl? Like, not with a girl, but how do y'all be acting? What y'all be telling y'all friends? What y'all be thinking? Like, when you realize, oh my gosh, I like this girl, how you be at home? Like, not with her, but alone. Like, do you just be sitting in bed thinking about her all day? Like,
I feel
what
like
do y'all
it's
be
like
doing?
I feel like it's almost in the same sense as a girl, but much calmer. Like when you know you got her, you like, hey, let's get it. Like you feel me? You dancing in your room, or like you got like them butterflies in your stomach, and it feels like really good. Like it's like a warm feeling. It's like a warm feeling, and it's like, I don't know. It just feels really good. Like it's like the honeymoon stage, and it feels like really good to have this person in your life.
Y'all be thinking about her all day?
Yeah,
Putting
low
your-
key.
putting
Would
yourself
you
in-
say that, Zoe?
Yeah, that's what everybody. It's
Yeah.
Putting yourself in hypothetical
So do y'all be having, what were you about to say?
putting yourselves in hypothetical situations? Like, I
Yeah.
can't wait till we go on this date.
I mean,
Or when I lean in for the kids, something like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I'm standing on business.
So do y'all be like feeling all gushy, but then try and act cool?
Yeah, I feel like I said, it's like that butterfly feeling. Like you have a bunch of butterflies in your stomach, and like
So guys,
you
have
try to play
butterflies?
cool.
Yeah, we just be cooling.
It's just calmer.
Why do y'all
like,
play it cool though?
cause if, bruh,
I would prefer
They
him.
want somebody to be
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you see the boy all hyper, like, hi, Yanni. You're gonna be like, if you don't go ahead. Like you want him to play it cool. You don't want nobody sitting there. Hi, Jada. Oh my God, you look so beautiful today.
Now I'm gonna lie, yeah.
So Yanni wanna,
You would be like, this man is corny.
Yeah.
so Yanni, so you like the thug gentleman type.
Huh?
That's your type, the
Me?
thug gentleman type.
Thug gentleman? Yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
that's cool.
Yeah, I do. That's saved.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey yo, but nah, if y'all the thug gentleman type, or if you got a bearded face and you 6 foot, hit up Yanni for the thugs, hit up Jada for the beards, and you gotta
You
be
say
over 6
bearded
foot.
and dark skin.
Yeah.
It's like,
Be-
don't bring
be-
up the dark skin.
She's like, if you're light skinned, do not come this way. She made sure to insert that, bro. Yo, but nah, this is my last question. So, would you be cool with a platonic friend wanting to be more than friends? But so this is my thing. You don't know, because you said you're automatically cutting them off rip if they have feelings for you and you get in a relationship. But y'all both single right now, at least from what I
You
know.
know what I am.
That's why I said at least from what I know, because I know you like to get down. She gets
Don't
down.
do that.
Say no.
Don't do that. I'm single.
But nah, so that's a genuine question. Like, y'all, for the most part, entrepreneurs, like it's mainly guys. So would a person that you believe to be a platonic friend, they start to have, they've been having feelings for you, but they start to pursue those feelings. Are y'all cool with
I
that?
don't know, bro.
Like y'all been friends for a minute.
I don't know. Because honestly, for the guys that we have an actual friend bond, I do not like when they try to talk to me. But
So
those
you're like turned off after?
Yes, because now it just makes the whole friendship weird, because now I know you like me. So now certain things just don't hit the same no more because I know you like me. Like friendship stuff. So
Is that based off like physical attraction as well?
You asking me or her?
Yanni.
yeah,
You don't be attracted to your friends?
my guy friends, no.
But if
My
you were,
But that was one half of what I was saying. Let me say the other half. So if a guy I am not interested in,
Mhm.
if we've been friends and they try to talk to me, no, I do not like it at all. But if it's a guy that I do like, then yes.
Okay, but what if it's that thing of he don't know that you like him?
I don't know, bro.
Or what if it's somebody that you never seen anything with, or it's like this is just a friend, but he tried to pursue you, and you like, oh, I'll give it a try. Like, would y'all consider it?
That's what happened with my last relationship. We was best friends.
Oh,
for
yeah,
like
you're right.
7 years, and he told me he liked me, and I was like, I was like, oh, really?
Okay.
It was so awkward. It was so awkward.
It wasn't that awkward for them 7 years.
Girl, I was just like, it was so funny. I remember when he was, we had lived together as friends. So he's in his room, I'm in my room, and he FaceTimed me to tell me, and I had a feeling he was about to tell me, and I was like, oh my God, please don't say it, please don't
So
say it.
you knew.
He had did something like got me flowers out of nowhere, and I was just like, nobody just gives flowers for their friend.
Exactly.
I was thinking, I feel like he about to tell me something.
A friend can't get you flowers?
No, not no guy friend. Come on. It's certain things guy friends do that will give you that feeling like, I think he likes me.
Yeah, but
What's the top 3 things you can notice?
It's just a little weird stuff, bro. You could just
Like,
tell.
just
oh my
in
God,
certain
it was
sceneries.
something so funny. I hope that he doesn't get mad at me telling this
It's
stuff.
like, you're not all
You done said his name. You done put out how long y'all been friends. If anybody didn't know, they know now.
But no, it's funny because we would talk about this stuff with our friends all the time. So hopefully he don't care. But I remember one way I knew that he liked me. We had all went to a party, like us and some friends, and then like they was playing music and stuff, and then he was like, "Hey, can I dance with you? Like, can I get behind you?" And I was like, "No." You are my brother. Exactly. I was like, "No." Like, why would you even ask that?
And seeing stuff like that.
Like, that's weird. Like, you're like my brother.
Yes, exactly. It makes the whole thing weird.
Bruh, I don't know. I feel like girls look at it from a different space because I feel as though y'all think everybody is like looking at you as a friend,
No.
and it's like sometimes they be wanting
I
more.
used to think that, but now I realize no. Now I realize that everyone is not looking at me like a friend.
Yeah. Like some people are just trying to figure out how to approach you in that moment. You feel me?
The friend zone.
For real.
That's unfortunate. But like we said, if you want a 6 foot, if you a 6 foot bearded guy and you dark skin,
yes.
hit up Jada.
Don't forget the dark
If you a thug playing with your Bible blicky, then go ahead and hit up Yanni. And the social media will be right here on the screen. Let's get it.
No, that's not my only type.
Go
If
ahead
he's
and
not a
DM
thug,
me.
but
If
he's
you-
a gentleman, then you can DM me.
If you give Victoria Monet SZA vibes, you like R&B music, and you goofy as heck, then you could.
And you eat chicken tenders and fries.
Yes.
No,
my
bruh,
God,
don't
and
put
you
that.
love chicken tenders and fries.
No, because
And you
once I
hate
get in a
cranberry
relationship,
sauce? Hit
once
us.
I get in a relationship, my taste buds gonna hit higher. Because now we gotta go to steakhouse and
No, you
stuff
be
like
like,
that.
I don't want to try that.
No, I want to try it with that person. Remember y'all asked to do content? I was like, not this.
What?
When y'all was asking to do one style of content, and I was like, I'd rather do it when I get in a relationship.
Oh,
I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
So you were
Oh, I thought I knew.
He said, yeah, I know. You know what I'm talking about when we were sending all each other's types on the phone?
Not speed dating.
not this. I was thinking it was speed dating, but I
No.
feel like it's something
We
else.
were sending each other's types
Yeah.
through messages.
I think. I don't know.
Anyways, y'all get what I'm
Just say it
saying.
on the camera.
Just put it on the camera. If you a baddie and you know you're a 10, reach
Don't
out.
DM me though.
Yeah, don't do me.
I'm not trying to talk to nobody. Me, myself, and I.
That is cab, bruh.
Nah, I'm like so serious. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Bruh, if a bearded man walked through this door right now,
A
and
bearded
he's 6 foot and
dark
dark
skin.
skin, chocolate of them all,
Chocolate.
you're gonna be quivering in your seat. You're gonna be quivering in your seat.
Quivering is
You're gonna
crazy.
jump out your skin, literally.
Hey, stop.
You're gonna be like, when I see you, when I see you.
Baby,
He said, I put your picture on my mirror.
when I...
And if Yanni sees somebody with a Bible and a blicky Oh, she's jumping out her
Bible
seat for
blicky is
sure.
one thing.
No, a Bible and a blicky. She's jumping out her seat for sure.
No.
She was like, "Oh my man." Every single 5 minutes. She gonna be one to end the podcast recordings early. Oh, I gotta leave.
You don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, we've seen it before. We know what you're gonna do.
You don't have this.
But nah, y'all. All right, let's wrap it up.
Not Trey exposing stuff, but anyways, y'all. Let's get into this last segment.
I forgot about the segment.
Make it make sense. Where we give advice to young adults going through life. Yanni?
You got one? Because we don't got it.
Yanni, question.
We don't even have the questions.
Where the question?
In the car, probably.
Go get
Aren't they in the car?
Yes.
We leave this here.
All right, so we're gonna leave this in here, but we'll be back with Make It Make Sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight.
Okay. Excuse me. You're not even prepared. Go get them questions. We'll be back.
We'll be back in a few moments. Trey, why would you ever expose me? Exactly. Cut that out.
That's gonna be right in the teaser.
No.
That's gonna be the first thing in the teaser. All right, y'all. So we are back with
Make It Make Sense, where we give advice to young adults going through life. And Yanni got a question for us.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the question is, how do you start content creation?
You
This
just
my-
get your phone, sit
Yeah.
it on a tripod, and start recording.
yeah.
But nah, actual intentional things they could do.
Yeah, I feel like knowing what you want to make content on is important.
So content buckets.
Yes. So first start off with knowing what you want to be known for or what you want to be seen as the expert as. So if you have a clothing brand, you might want to make clothing brand content, or you want to make content based on what your clothing brand is about. Or Jada, she's a fashion designer. She's going to make fashion content. Trey, he's a graphic designer. He's going to make content on graphic designing. So know what you want to make content on. I feel like that's a good place to start. What do y'all think?
For sure. I think the next step would be realizing that you don't need all these extra things or add-ons in order to start your content. So I get a lot of people that tell me, oh, I need to wait until I get a camera, or I need to wait until I can buy this $300 app, which is Final Cut, or I can buy Adobe products and get Premiere and all of that stuff. But really, you can just start where you are. And I feel as though we mentioned this often of just like start with your phone. When I first started, I put my phone on a sneaker boxes as a tripod. I had my ring light that was a lamp from my desk. And so I just started with that. And you just make sure you change the settings, and as long as you got an updated phone, make sure that you change the settings on the phone so that way it's the clearest quality. And also, if you want to like have the best quality on your phone, you will either film with like a light in your house, or you can film during the daytime. That way it's natural lighting. And yeah, you just want to make sure you have good quality.
Yeah, and I would say, as far as starting, try and start and be consistent when you start. I feel like when I started my I Am Jada Ellis account, like I want to say 2 years ago. When I first started that account, it's like I would post and my reels would do so well. And I don't know if it's just because it was a new account, like Instagram was pushing it more or what, but it's like 20,000 views and all of this stuff. And then I just stopped posting for a long time. And now I noticed that in general on all my accounts, when I stop posting for a while, I have to keep rebuilding and then start posting consistently to start getting more views and more engagement on my content again. So I would say take advantage of just like where you are, start now and try and be as consistent as possible.
Nah, for sure. And the things of like, oh, a YouTube intro, all of that stuff. Honestly, nowadays it's not really needed. Like a YouTube intro is not needed. Having a video editor off rip is not needed. Having a cameraman off rip is not needed. Unless you're doing that kind of content, then a cameraman is needed. But you don't necessarily have to pay a cameraman. Just find a friend or something that you cool with and just go out and shoot content. We all go out together sometimes and just get content for each other instead of, oh, let me pay this cameraman and invest all this money.
Okay, and I will say, if some quick apps y'all could use is CapCut, Final Cut, you can download that, use a free trial. Just keep using free trial. Final Cut, CapCut, InShot, and that's all the apps I can use.
Video Leap, you can use that as well.
I used to use that.
There's multiple apps that you can use on your phone and or on your MacBook, and you don't need a MacBook if you don't have one. You can just start where you are, literally.
And I would say, y'all remember Sam? We met her. Well, I had already knew her, but from Miami.
Oh yeah.
One thing I like about her is she records everything. She records her whole life, and she is able to have so much content. She records where she's walking. She records her days, and she says she lives a life to where she feel like she can pull content out of what she does daily. But she was like, now she has so much stuff that she could just not record anything for a minute and be good. So I think getting in the habit of just starting to record yourself all the time, even if you feel like, oh, well, I don't have a life worth recording all the time. There are things in your life that people will actually love to see that you may not even think about. Sean, he has Price Games TV. He's been doing a series lately talking about like what he's been going through. And I think it is so cool talking about how he doesn't have an apartment, he doesn't have a car, doesn't have a job. I don't know if he said all of that.
Not talking about he don't have no money, no life, no this.
No.
It's like you put it in the office.
No, I know he said a bunch of things he didn't have.
But no job though.
I feel like he said maybe he didn't have a job. But
he was definitely saying some stuff.
Yes. So Sean, if you have a job, I'm sorry. But he's documenting how he's trying to build this thing, his game show, while he's like going through a lot of like loss essentially. Yeah. And I was like, wow, this is so cool to be that real and tell people I'm broke right now. It's like, that's pretty cool to me. I was like, that's cool content because everybody, Instagram is a highlight reel. Everybody wants to show what's like glamorous and beautiful. So it's cool to see someone just be real about like, this is where I'm at, but I'm also showing y'all this is what I'm trying to build towards.
Yeah, I haven't seen Justin with this like thing called Run It Back that he started. And so basically he sold his 2 cars and then he's like put all his jewelry in like a safe. And he's starting this new business and he's documenting the process of like how you can really start from where you are. You don't have to have all this glamorous stuff because like you said, everybody's life is a highlight reel and people are just showing only what they want to show rather than showing everything. And some things you don't have to show right away when you're in the season, but being authentically yourself and not putting on a character because that's what you got to live with once you do that with content.
For sure.
So yeah. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Thank you for coming to Make It Make Sense.
And watching our whole episode.
Yeah. Yes. If you made it to this point, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
If you made it to this point, comment down below GP. Like, we want to see who really be watching our episodes.
For sure.
So comment GP. And we're going to catch you on our next episode. But make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all listen and stream on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Follow our TikTok at Growing Painz Podcast. Follow our Instagram at Growing Painz Pod. Don't forget the Z.
And we got some merch.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the time this episode drop, we'll have some merch. So make sure y'all stay in tune on the social media platforms. Sure. We should be having more stuff coming out. More events. More excellence, more growth. Definitely. We're growing Painz. So yeah, let's get it. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We out.
Bye.
Let's go.